I'm Anand Kulkarni, CEO and founder of CoreStory. We're a different kind of AI company, whereas most companies think about new code, we think about old code, some of the oldest code around. AI is a new theme, of course. It's a buzzword today, but I've been working in AI for a very, very long time. I got my start as a PhD and NSF fellow at UC Berkeley back in the dead days of AI, the dark ages when no one was building this stuff. I ran an AI company backed by Sam Altman directly, went through Y Combinator, and then for many years ran a developer marketplace where I became very familiar with the problems faced by large enterprises as they struggled to deal with system upgrades and legacy code. 2 years ago, paired up with a legendary operator who's here in the room with us, Mike Lambert, CoreStory's COO, to launch CoreStory, a new way to think about legacy code using AI. We solve a central problem that every enterprise faces. Go ask your CIO, they will tell you. Enterprises are sitting on millions of lines of production legacy code. Applications built over many decades by people who have moved on in their careers, who left low documentation, and which are all running in production, supporting billions of dollars of collective revenue. This is a crisis for the enterprise. CIOs feel trapped. 70% of IT spending inside the organization goes to support these legacy applications, but nobody knows well enough what they are doing, and it's difficult and risky to modernize. As a result, enterprises struggle to deal with understanding what these systems do, to modernize them, or even to maintain them in cost-effective ways. AI agents are great for solving these problems in theory, but when you try to use them, you find out that they're not really as good at understanding legacy as you think. Many of these applications are built in dead languages, built in the 50s, 60s, or 70s in COBOL, Fortran, RPG, or more. The complex systems that are being built break the token window limits of most agents. Most agents can only handle about 50,000 lines of code, and real applications span millions of lines, often jumping across multiple system boundaries and repositories. CoreStory solves this problem. Our code-to-spec engine reverse engineers applications directly from source code back into requirements. In effect, we're creating an atlas for every legacy code base, something that human engineers inside an organization or AI coding agents can use to understand, maintain, and optimize these legacy applications. Here's how the system works in practice. Most of our customers describe this process as magical. We deploy AI agents directly into our customers' code bases inside their firewalls that walk over the code base, line by line, system by system, and component by component. They use specialized tools to understand each behavior of this software application and pull out the business logic, views, data models, architectures, and more, producing a complete representation of the application as a deep, rich knowledge graph, requirements document, and specification. This allows teams to modernize effectively, use coding agents to support the application, and overall decrease their spend while de-risking their modernization process. So here's how it looks in practice. This is an example from one of our customers, which is a life insurance product that a lot of folks in this room may have used. An 11 million line COBOL application running on a mainframe that was still running a lot of revenue in practice. They were struggling because they could not modernize this system, and it was taking up a huge amount of personnel IT time to support the feature requests and maintenance requests that were coming in. After CoreStory ingested their code and produced a knowledge graph, we were able to automate 54% of the actual work that was being done on this application, generating the equivalent of 5,000 developer hours every month. It's about 31 people. On top of that, we cut their AI spending by 70% by having smarter context into the system, which was about a 30x ROI for what they spent on CoreStory. But the most important part is that we delivered a happier life for the CIO and the architecture teams in that organization because they did not have to worry about the critical risk of this system going down during a maintenance upgrade.